What is going on, everybody? Nasdorachi coming back at you again today with another video for Dragon Ball Legends. It has been quite a while. Needless to say, I've been somewhat bored of the game recently, so I've been taking a bit of break. It's been hard for me to push out content ideas when I'm kind of bored from the game. I do not want to produce non-genuine content for y'all, nor do I want to complain in every video. So with that little short introduction out of the way, welcome back. I do hope all of you who do manage to see this video, my algorithm's probably dead, but for all of you who manage to see this video, we are quickly, as you can tell by the background, going to be going over the previews for the new Turles and the new Super Saiyan Goku. Both movies units, both Saiyans. Goku will be a Super Saiyan, Turles might be a powerful opponent, and Goku might also be Son family. So, couple of tags we can explore when we theorize them as we're checking them out, but this should be a relatively short video. We're just going to jump in, check out the previews. Now there is an important note. At the time of recording this, it's still 1:35 in the morning for me, so the reset hasn't happened yet. We do not have the in-game news preview for another 25 minutes. I'll be done recording and editing by then, so I will include the characters' colors in the pinned comment. I'll know by then, even though during the course of this video, I'll be talking like I don't know what colors they are, but that could make or break the reception of both of these characters into the game, what color they happen to be. Hopefully Turles is green, because it's highly unlikely we'll see another green Goku this soon after the Super Saiyan Full Power Kaioken one we just saw from the Otherworld tournament. Hopefully neither of the units is red. Remember, we just got a red Super Saiyan Goku as well, who is active on the banner with the purple Vegeta currently, so I doubt he'll be red either. And they had Pikkon red also, and EX red hit. So hopefully they relax on the color red for a little bit, and we get one of these two units as a very potent green unit who can help stand up against Vegito Blue for the movies team, because that team has fallen desperately far behind. So without stalling any longer, I'm sure you all want to see this if you haven't already. Let's go ahead and bring up the interwebs here. We're going to go over Goku first, just because he's on the bottom. We'll work our way from the bottom to the top, talk about him for a little bit, show off the animations, and then that'll be the end of the video for today. Do have a lot of plans for expanding on the channel. I know all of you Legends only fans may not appreciate that, but we're going to definitely need more content ideas, because this game is settling into a slower but more consistent pace. Albeit there'll be some big updates here and there for sure. Again, let's stay on topic here. Super Saiyan Goku is coming. He brings the first strike arts that restores health. So let's pause for a second, analyze that. A lot of people are saying, well, what about Kid Buu and what about Bardock, who both feature healing when they use red cards, but that is unique to those units individually. The way this is worded here makes it sound like he's going to bring a card in the deck, like the ones that could pop up for any character as you draw them, which will feature healing on it. And because it's like that and not on every single card, chances are the effects on it will be a little bit more significant, maybe like 10, 15, for lucky, even 20% would be quite nice. So that is new. We've seen them that restore ki, we've seen them that increase damage for blast or strike, but this will be the first card in your actual drawable deck that'll have healing on it. So moving forward, using a regular strike arts also buffs special move damage. That's almost identical to the Vegeta family / blue movies transforming Vegeta that we have in the game currently. His red cards will also buff his blue card damage. So throw out some red combo strikes and finish it with a destructive Dragon Fist, which will be his blue card. He also deals bonus damage versus regen, understandable because they're sampling him right out of the second Cooler movie where he's fighting a Metal Cooler. And his animations, they are one for one from the series itself, including the little tumble at the end. So let's go ahead and check those out now. I'm going to full screen and mute this, and we can look at them real quick here. So starting from the beginning, they lead with Cooler doing the green card, because this is almost identical to how it happens in the movie. Of course, they might show off a couple of attacks in between here, because in the movie that does not happen. It goes Cooler's green card directly into Super Saiyan Goku's blue card. But the rest of his kit seems pretty normal here. Green card just looks like a power-up like we've seen already. So out of all we've seen so far, everything seems pretty standard. Until right here, Because we have so many Super Saiyan Gokus in the game, they did decide to give him a nice little cosmetic change there. When he takes damage, it'll burn off the top portion of his orange gi. And again, he will go straight into the blue card, which again, like the transforming blue Vegeta, the blue one from base form into Super Saiyan, when I say that, not blue as in Super Saiyan blue, but the transforming Vegeta also will have blast armor on his blue card. Now, it doesn't show off if this Goku has blast armor on his regular red card. I want to wager a guess and say no, because I feel like they would have A, shown it off if he did, and B, I think they're going to focus him more around having this healing mechanic on the red card. So maybe that's why he won't be as stacked and feature blast armor on all of his red cards. With that said, I do think that animation looks really pretty. Again, they sampled it, including that tumble at the end there, directly from the movie. However, they cut it a little bit short. There's no follow-up ki blast. But with that being said, it looks quite nice. The background stage art is just the same Namek stage art we've seen before, so nothing out of the ordinary there. Let us go ahead and move forward to Turles here. Turles is coming, and really the only way they could hype this character up to make people want to summon is if they made him really good. And by this initial assessment here, he does look like he could potentially be really good. His special arts buffs his arts card draw speed, so that's going to be kind of like the red Goku, again, that's active on the banner right now with the Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta. That banner, this Goku, that red one on that banner, when you use his green card, he permanently buffs his card draw speed. They don't feature the word permanent in here, so it may only be temporary. It also will extend the enemy's substitution count on hit. So it is a green card that does have that impact right there. You can see in the very beginning, it's kind of like, I guess, the yellow Perfect Cell, where his green card is actually like a key projectile. He also gains a permanent plus 70% damage inflicted and minus 20% damage received and plus 70% ki recovery when he activates his ultimate arts to crush his foes. And the theory behind that is that's part of the animation where he bites into the fruit of the Tree of Might and gets those permanent buffs from eating that fruit. So that's pretty neat right there. Again, if this says permanent, meaning it cannot be removed, that makes him that much better because, of course, we have plenty of characters, of course, Beerus, Vegito Blue, most famously now, most recently as well, who can just completely remove buffs, and that presents a huge problem for buffing characters like this, as well as anchor last man standing units. When you can get those buffs removed, it really removes 50%, if not more, of that character's potency. So hopefully the Tree of Might effects are permanent on him. Again, we're looking at Turles being primarily a movies unit, and potentially like having a secondary powerful opponent buff, kind of like what the Merge Zamasu features. I would expect that now, since that tag is kind of being established as we speak, and he fits the qualifications for it. And as well, Movie's team really could use some green unit with a lot of offense. And the fact that he's got some defensive buffs will help cover for the green unit on Movies, the primary one being the Movies green Spirit Bomb Absorb Goku. He really does no damage whatsoever, but has fairly good defense. So this will help fill the role for that quite nicely if he is green. Movies has most of the other colors under control, except for red. You know, they have Janemba and Tapion, but they don't need another red unit right now with the Vegito Blue meta going on. So hopefully green for Turles. Keep our fingers crossed. Check out his animations real quick, then talk a little bit about teaming and tag potential for Goku, and then we'll wrap up here. So let's get this full screen. So starting right from the beginning, they're leading with his green card, which will give him that buff to his card draw speed and I guess debuff the enemy's ki restore. Then leading with some pretty standard looking melee attacks here. Will they show him throw a blast? They don't. That's his blue card there. No halo attack. He won't be doing that. I forget the specific name for it. But it'll feature all of the purple beam attacks like he does a little bit later on in the fight from the Tree of Might movie. I love that Tree of Might eating the fruit into the axe handle, into that volley of ki attacks for his ultimate arts. And then again, remember, you kind of want to use that early in the battle as opposed to later game like other characters who get increased damage, like Merge Masu, for example, who gets later damage on his ult for using it later in the battle. This guy, you want to use it as early as possible to get those permanent buffs. So again, pretty neat. If they stack this Turles up nice enough, it will outweigh the fact that he's less popular with the fact that he's super effective. And we might see a resurgence of movies meta with both of these units on the team with Bojack and Gohan as well. I would expect them to both stay for various reasons, but you'll be able to float different units if you're lucky enough to get both of them. Now with Goku, again, probably looking at Son family movies, maybe Super Saiyan 1 or Saiyans in general. They both also might have General Saiyans buffs, but I would hope that they're going to be a little bit more specific to kind of help establish some metas that are kind of struggling right now as opposed to just General Saiyans. So definitely would love to see stuff like movies, powerful opponent, and maybe Super Saiyan 1, Son family. All those tags definitely need some love, although there's a possibility they may buff a couple others. Again, we still have 15 minutes till I know what colors they are, so I will include that in the pinned comment when I upload the video, along with how good or bad I think their colors ultimately end up being for the character. But again, if you did watch this video, sorry it has been so long since I've uploaded one. If you are a subscriber, I do want to keep y'all entertained as much as possible, but again, I don't want to force out content that isn't genuine when I'm more bored and not really enjoying things quite as much. But I love talking about stuff like this, so I will never have an issue discussing new stuff, technical stuff, you know, behind the scenes things that are going on, as well as considering adding a few more games to the channel. Grounded comes out later today. I don't know if anyone's going to be interested in seeing a crafting, survival kind of horror game if you're afraid of spiders, I guess. But that looks pretty neat. Avowed looked pretty neat. Of course, the Avengers game is the one that I have my biggest eye on, coming at the end of September. And Cyberpunk 2077, a few others. So hopefully I can expand and at least upload content on these days where I don't really feel like playing Legends, and hopefully y'all will tolerate it. With all that being said, let me know down below in the comments, what are your thoughts on these two new characters? I'm sure by the time y'all will be seeing this video, we'll know what colors they are. So let me know your full opinions on both of them, whether you're skipping, whether you're summoning, whether you like the movies team and are excited for it to come back or not. I'd love to know everything on your mind down below. And if you enjoyed the video, consider leaving a thumbs up on it. Help spread it out on YouTube so more people can see it. And if you are new around here, consider subscribing, hitting the notification bell, so you'll know every time I upload a video. Because every once in a while there might be some of these periods of time where I don't consistently upload. So with that in mind, thank you all for checking out the video, and I'll be seeing you again real soon. There'll definitely be more content. Not quitting uploading, not quitting YouTube, not quitting gaming, not quitting Legends. So you'll be seeing something again from me very soon. Maybe if we get lucky, pull the units, I can do something with them and show off just how effective they are versus Vegito Blue, because that's really the entire meta of the game right now. Just a little bit tiresome. With all that being said, y'all have a great one, and we'll see you soon.